I'm ready to drop it if you are.
I can't do. Well, coming in 2025 for all you entrepreneurs and business owners.
We're Sahara and Michaela, co-founders of Refine Marketing.
From corporate 9-to-5s to building and scaling multiple million-dollar companies in less than 5 years, we're not afraid to get into the nitty-gritty.
Giving you a raw and real look at what it takes to build and sustain a business.
This is Rise and Refine.
Happy
Monday. It has been a little bit of a wild morning already.
Wait, welcome back to the Rise and Refine podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. Sarah got me a chai tea latte this morning.
Have you tasted it yet?
I just took like a minor sip because it is scalding right now. My hand is burning.
My Fager friends burnt off getting you that coffee, so you're welcome.
But what's your go-to coffee order? Because chai teas are like superior in my
Vanilla
opinion.
latte.
Okay, just
I
vanilla
just love
latte.
vanilla latte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big chai tea girl. It's
I
like
actually have
Christmas in a
started
cup.
to really enjoy cappuccinos too.
Ooh.
Yes.
I don't know, whatever you make me in the mornings when I'm here.
That is a very, very special coffee order.
Ooh.
Would you like to? I've got it down at my house. So it's espresso, milk, a dash of what's that coffee creamer? Chobani, sweet cream, like just a little bit as the sugar, with only a splash of vanilla syrup, and then the Chobani sweet cream is like the main sugar part, but you still do a splash of that.
Yeah, that thing is like crack. It's so good.
It's so good. I already do, Michaela knows this, but this kind of relates to what we're going to talk about today, what's to come in 2025. But
Yeah.
I already do a ton of like local events, and I've held a conference before.
That's true.
I would love to run a like women's entrepreneurship conference because people love my events because I put so much thought and detail into them.
You do.
And I would love to do that in the business world. So maybe what's to come in 2026.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get it done in 2025, but 2026.
We could do a small conference. I think
We
we'd have
could.
enough people. We could do like a fun mastermind. Do we have enough people within like 4 hours?
I mean, I'm sure we can muster up enough people in 4 hours. I mean, also very briefly, one of our like social media friends,
Yes.
she mentioned doing like a collabed event somewhere. And I
Okay.
feel like that would be so fun.
Yes.
That
I
takes
would
a lot
totally
of
do
planning.
it. You just have to kind of figure out. But we're close to Nashville, and some people have cheap flights to Nashville.
That'd be so fun.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not actually coming in 2025, but maybe it is.
Maybe. I don't know. Let us know. But we have a list of things. We kind of wanted to give like a sneak peek into what's to come in 2025. Kind of talk about it. I thought this would be a good topic because we did our goal planning last time. And then I thought now we could talk about like a sneak peek of what's to come based off of that meeting.
Yeah, and there's so much that we have in store. I mean, we have completely reinvented our client process.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and start with that
Okay.
because that was a huge investment that we had to make.
Yes.
Because we're actually switching from the HoneyBook
Yes.
platform to Dubsado.
Yes.
And you're the reason, I mean, you kind of spurred that on.
Yeah, I think HoneyBook is really great for starting out a business. I really like the finance side of HoneyBook, the reporting. But for clients, clients like it, but on the process side and automation side, which is really important nowadays in a business, it doesn't really have a lot of that. And so the process side and Dubsado, did I say it right?
I have,
Dubsado. Will you not only
Dubsado?
sponsor us, but will you also tell us how to pronounce it?
yeah, how do you pronounce your
Yes.
company?
So they have a lot more automations and customization for the client side, which HoneyBook does not have. And we really wanted customization.
Yes.
We're big on looks. We're a branding company.
Yeah.
So lots of reasons, but that's why we made the switch.
Lots of reasons. And we actually use Chanel and Lee
Yes.
to help with that. And she has created,
Her name's Taylor, right?
Taylor,
Yes.
yeah. We actually worked with her. We're probably been her like worst client
Oh,
ever.
yeah. Sorry, Taylor, if you're listening.
Because we have not been on top of emailing
No.
her back
No.
and being on top of the actual process with creating all of it with her. So she has been an absolute gem in helping us walk through this. And yeah, probably shows how much help we need in the client department.
Well,
But
to
that's
be
okay.
fair, and maybe this is lesson learned, we originally weren't going to start that. We were going to wait until we finished a specific website. Remember, I said, when we
Yes.
finish this, Financially, that's great. That's a big project. So it'll make me feel better about spending the money.
Huge project.
Two, by the time we're done with that, we'll have more time back in our lives.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? Does it hurt to just get it going so we can roll it out by the new year? But then that was probably looking back dumb because we both got so busy.
Yeah.
And we couldn't respond to her, but it's okay. So yes, we're excited to roll that out and like automate and customize the client process.
Yeah, our entire client process. And what we mean by that is actually from start to finish. So when you book a discovery call with us, there's going to be a series of automations that help us get you on our books quicker.
Yes.
So that we can meet with you faster and get you a proposal immediately instead of a 24 to 48 hour window of a delay.
More ASAP.
Yeah. And so we're kind of expediting that process, but we are also on the back end of things. There's going to be more follow-up emails involved. There's more email templates that are built out to where we can stay in touch with you easier.
Yes. More reminders for you guys. So you're not waiting for us to remind you.
More controlled, I feel.
Yes, way more automated, which is very necessary when it comes to the back and forth of the process in terms of reminding. Like, we love our small business owners, but just like me, we need a lot of reminders.
Yeah.
So instead of waiting on us to remind you, you get all that automated, and you're not waiting that 24 to 48 hours to get on our schedules for us to get you scheduled. And so there's a lot that's going to help. So that's like half of really why we made the switch.
Yeah. And then on top of all of that, I mean, it was an investment.
Yes.
Do we want to say exact? Let's go ahead and say.
Do you remember how much?
I want to say it was between $3,000 to $4,000.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
So, and that was for obviously us to hire somebody else to do it because we just didn't have the time, and we put the value of our time together and realized that it would be easier for us to hire out than to try to DIY a process that we were already investing into.
Yes.
And so if you get to that point in your business, hire somebody who knows what they're doing with it to better your client experience for you instead of you trying to DIY it.
You need that
goes with
extra
your brand,
brain
that
power.
goes with anything.
Yeah. We could not have done all the setup again. We just couldn't.
No.
We needed that brain power too, because she specializes, Taylor Wishnelli, she specializes in this specific software. And so it saved us hours. Like, I probably made back that $3,000 to $4,000 by not working on this.
Exactly.
Because it saved us hours of figuring out how to use the system, figuring out how to set it up, the customization of it, like all the small details we didn't have to do.
And the workflows. I mean, the workflows in general that she has built out for us is extensive, but it's insane how detailed it is.
Yes.
And so every single part of our process is going to be now covered through this new automated workflow, or actually multiple automated workflows, because every single package has a different workflow that speaks to it.
It'd be such a game changer.
Such a game changer.
HoneyBook is great for people just starting out. I think the difference really is the setup between the two. I think Dasaba I would never set up on my own. I've tried it before. There's so much detail to it. HoneyBook's a little bit easier to set up. Dasaba is worth it once it's set up. If you don't need as much customization, I mean by that, like the way things look. Like you just need more like black and white, easy. You don't, like, for us, we have our branding photos in and in our colors and everything. HoneyBook doesn't have as much of that easier. And if you don't need a lot of automations in your business, you could also go with HoneyBook.
Yeah. But you were really against Dubsado at first.
Only because I knew the setup involved.
Okay.
Because I've set it up before.
Okay. That makes more sense.
I was like, I can't commit to that.
Yeah.
So I was against it. And it's from when I talked to, when I did a discovery call with Taylor at Chanel Lee, I had talked to her about my issues with it. Like when we tried it years ago, she's like, oh, it's completely different now. She actually kind of sold me on it again. She told me what they fixed, what they changed. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Well, that proves of being an expert in your industry too, because obviously she knew what she knew. She knew your pain points and she knew how to address them. So,
so
there's
we
a little tip.
That. All right, what's the next thing we want to give a sneak peek into?
We're moving into a new year. We've had our same prices locked in for 2024. We had different prices locked in for 2023 when we first started out. And so 2025, we are now seeing an additional price increase. And I guess from your perspective, is there a set reason that you think we should be increasing prices? Because like I have my reasons. Yeah. But what's yours?
I would guess our reasons are similar, because I think when we talked about it, we had it. Yeah. But I think from the beginning of what we gave, like, remember how we were looking back through like our original client folders versus now? I think one, just being in your business and gaining experience and learning what other businesses offer, knowing what we offer, to me it was just like night and day. Yeah. Right. Because we at that point we met with so many business owners over the past 2 years that I realized, well, not even 2 years, a year and a half, we really dug into when we were doing these discovery calls, what they're getting with other places. They would tell us, or with our own research. It's like, we're doing so much more and our prices are so much less. Yes. So for me, it's really about what we include, down to like the very end when they get all their logo files. It's not one or two, it's hundreds of logo files that take you so much time. Yeah. But the brand guide and the brand guideline and all the variations, like at the end of the day, everything that they got, it just didn't make sense to not increase. So that, the time commitment, I feel like also we've been attracting a little bit more seasoned of a business owner too.
You have more money on hand to invest back into their business.
Yeah, it's just they're at a different spot in their business. Like I said, what we're delivering, you may not need your first year of business. Right. What we're delivering is more for once you get into other aspects and your business has grown. So for me, it's just quality and quantity, how much you get. Yeah. That's why I feel like we should increase them.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it goes back to time as well. Yeah. Like, what are we spending our time on? The clients that we are looking to attract. We're not, no offense, but like if you're newer in business, we know we are more of a luxury service for you, or we would be considered a luxury service for you. And so therefore we're not necessarily looking to attract new business owners, even though that's what we originally attracted when we first,
with our branding and web design. Anyways.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so now more so that we have dipped our toes into the sand, we have worked with a wide variety of clients all across the United States. It's become more and more apparent to us that we do tailor to a higher price point client based off of what we deliver. We're more so for that seasoned business owner that has a higher price point.
That needs their marketing they're ready for the marketing to be taken to the next level. Because everything we include in those packages, a new business owner might not use ASAP. Some, yes, it depends on your experience and where you're at. But for us, like, that's the reason why we increase, because it's just so much more than that. And we don't feel like necessarily a lot of these new business owners need all this yet.
No.
We even told some people on discovery calls, we said, hey, come back to us in a couple years. Right. Because everything that's included in here, you're not going to need to get things going. Right. Because it's so much. But another part of that too is how involved we are in the client process. Because I do all the discovery calls, right? Most of them. And a lot of people are like, yeah, do you just email like everything? Like, do you just email when you have the logo done and then we make a decision? It's like, no. We meet with you at Zoom. We get really involved with your business. We collab with you. So we add so much value in the creative strategy part. Yes. That's another reason why we increased.
Yeah. And also the post-launch, like, not only do we want you to be able to be fully confident in launching your brand on social media, but we also want to be a part of that to help you and to get eyes on you through our platform as well, and making sure that you have the most exposure as possible. And so, we always collab with our clients if they so choose. Some haven't. So some choose not to if they don't want it to be such a forward facing like rebrand, if I might say that. But a lot of the times we collab with them to where they can have our followers' eyes on them, their followers' eyes on us, and actually be able to see more of the behind the scenes process so that their followers gain a better understanding of the why behind the rebrand or just the new brand in general.
So it's a lot of collaboration that we're doing that I feel like just makes us different too. Yeah. But did I hit your reasons, or did you have a different one?
Well, okay. So I think that's a great reason for us actually increasing our prices in 2025. But also I just wanted to touch on like the reasons why you should look to increase your pricing in 2025.
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of the times it's like when you are on the verge of burnout because you're so overbooked.
Yes.
And I think that a lot of times we think that, oh, I'm just burnt out. I just need to take less clients. Not necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're on the verge of burnout, like maybe it is setting boundaries within your business, but sometimes also you might just be priced too low for your target audience.
Yes.
And so
you outgrew that.
The right people will pay for your business and what you offer and the expertise in your brain. Like they want to pay for that. People are out there that want to pay for that service. And so make sure that your prices align with what you're offering.
Yes.
I think that's a huge touch point.
And also we didn't start at these prices, right? We started at, I think this is our third price increase we've done.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe fourth if you include before, but like really our third true price increase. Cause where we started is not where we are. And that's just the reality of business. What we used to offer is not the same that we offer now. And so as long as your quality goes up, how much you're offering goes up, and you're not just increasing, but doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Then I think that price increases are natural.
Yes.
And a way to grow.
And then the last thing is like, you begin to value your time differently. As you get more ingrained into your business, your time becomes so valuable for the little things. You taking time for yourself, you taking family time, if you have kids, being with your children, because when you're a business owner, you always have to be on.
Yes.
And it can be so intimidating to just take off and step away.
Especially in the beginning, you kind of say yes to everything and every price.
Every price.
Right.
Or you just try to make things work.
Yes.
And I think when you start to build your skill set, build your portfolio, and really begin to value your time differently, that's also another reason to increase your prices.
Yes.
Okay, do we want to tease the big one?
Let's lead into it this way, and then we'll say what we want to cut when, okay?
Okay.
So,
or maybe not cut. Who knows?
Who knows? We'll see how we feel. So speaking about, because we don't know when we'll release this episode. We may do it at the very end of the year. We can choose to.
True.
Okay. But anyways, so speaking about price increases and stuff, at the same time, we understand that everyone has somewhere to start in their business.
Yes.
Right? And one thing that is very important to me and very important to Michaela is that we can help somebody no matter where they're at in their business.
Yeah.
That's part of why we're doing this podcast. And so while we may not be able to help everyone in terms of branding and web design, and we're taking less clients with branding and web design, we really want to make sure that we still help those new entrepreneurs or even entrepreneurs that have been doing it in a way that is cost effective to them, right? In a way that educates them.
Yep.
In a way where we can add value.
Exactly.
That was 3 really good ones.
That was really good. Because that's hitting the nail on the head. I mean, we want to be there for you in some capacity every step of your business. So when you are thinking about getting started, this podcast is a great asset for you to be able to listen to the raws and reels of business, right? That's the whole reason for it. Then this next step is what we're talking about. You're a brand new business owner. You're looking to get started, something that's attainable, something that's cost effective, and it's user friendly.
Yes.
And then obviously moving.
Any guesses? Drop them in the comments now if you're on YouTube, or DM us with a quick guess.
Yeah, exactly. And then the third being that natural progression is going to be stepping into a more customized look.
Yes.
And that's where our normal service of branding and web design comes into play, with that last tier being mentorship.
Yes.
And so that's kind of the ebbs and flows, I guess, like the gradual staircase that we want to implement in 2025.
Yes. Yes.
I'm ready to drop it if you are.
I can't do. I need like the soundboard that had like a drum. Yes. Okay. Well, coming in 2025 for all you entrepreneurs and business owners,
we are dropping a Canva course for how to set up your team, your business for success on Canva, and how to use it properly to create a lasting brand identity that is actually unique and speaks to you.
Yes, and how to do it without having to hire out and have someone customize it. So we're excited.
We are very excited.
So excited. So I've always wanted to roll out a course for such a long time, but I teach a lot of classes. I've always been touched on the real estate side to teach Canva. How do I use it? Because there's not a lot out there. There's like small videos and stuff. But we were doing research. We could not find a specific Canva course on how to set up your brand and business, which is so important.
It's so important.
That's what we teach.
We literally scoured the internet for a course that looked like this. Yes. And it was even something of like, okay, let's purchase this course, this course, this course. And we could not find one, like Sahara said, that touched on setting up your brand kit as a business owner, but actually creating a brand identity for yourself as a new business owner with limited money to pour into your business. We're talking less than $500 to be able to pour into your business. This course is going to teach you how to create a scalable brand. Yes. How to do it all within a very user-friendly design platform.
Yes. How to make your brand look good.
Yes.
How to make sure that if you have team members, they're following your brand guidelines, how to keep it consistent, how to set yourself up.
And all in Canva. Yes. Because it is the most user-friendly marketing tool out there right now.
Yes. And what we did see in our research was a lot of teachers use Canva, which is amazing. I can see why teachers use it, and that small business owners are just now starting to use it, but they don't really know how to use it in the right way yet. Mm-hmm. So we want to teach the custom experience in Canva too. Not just the pull it up and load the templates, but we want to teach you guys how to customize within it and really, really set your business to be unique. So even though you're using Canva, it still stands out.
Exactly.
And some of our best reels have been our easy, simple Canva tips.
Yeah.
Right? Because people are interested. They're starting to really use it for their business now. And so we really just wanted to help you guys set up a brand within Canva and teach you how to do that.
Yeah. Without it being templated. Like there is a way to use Canva and it not be so templated, cliche, just the normal stuff that you see, because it's not authentic. It doesn't speak to who you are, the strategy that you've put in behind your brand. And so, we're excited.
We're so excited.
And we're going to bring you guys along behind the scenes too after we launch it, because to be quite frank, like we haven't built a course before. We're learning how to do it kind of as we go, but we are pouring our heart and soul into this because we do believe that it is an essential tool for business owners to have in their back pocket, especially as newbies. Like you want to feel empowered. You want to know, or at least feel like you know what you're doing and have a little bit of that confidence boost. And we feel like this is the easiest tool to provide you guys that packs the most value for the money. And not detract
from making people like spend $5,000 on a custom brand. You can spend $500.
Exactly.
Yes. And that's the big goal.
That's the huge goal.
The huge goal. And if anybody knows us, like I'm sure a lot of people like put out courses and stuff. But if you know us personally, and hopefully some of you've gotten to know a little bit about us, when we roll something out, we go all out.
Yeah.
Like that's really what we want to do. We put our hearts and souls into it. And so we know there's a lot of courses out there where you pay for it and you may not get what you were expecting, but we probably will give more than what you're expecting.
Yeah.
Because we're going to make sure that you guys are fully equipped and educated and get freebies, and it's easy for you to set up.
And that's the whole point of really Refined, and what we wanted to create with Refined, with this podcast, was to help you feel empowered in whatever stage you are at in your business. And this course is just, again, another step for you to be able to take to gain that confidence in your business and in yourself. And even if, you've been established in business for quite a few years, maybe 10, 15 years, this is super easy to hand over to your marketing team. And without having to train them, we'll train them for you guys. And so, we are very excited to be able to roll this out in 2025. We do not have a date yet. We're shooting for Q1.
We're gonna make it happen.
In the works, and it's super exciting.
Now we gotta get all done.
Now just getting back to the hard part of actually creating it. And like Sahara said, we are perfectionists. So it'll be interesting to see how many tries it takes for us to get it perfect, because I'm sure we're going to be adding a slew of different things in there that we hadn't expected. I mean, that's already been happening.
Yes.
So.
Another thing we're possibly going to have in 2025, maybe some templates. When I say that, website templates, maybe social templates, maybe templates you could use within the Canva course that you get.
Yes.
So if you guys have suggestions, people love your graphics. And so if you guys have suggestions for some type of business templates you would like to see, that's kind of some things we're brainstorming on right now that we would like to do and add to our shop as well. Yeah, that's what's coming in 2025. So ready for some questions?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. What's some questions we got?
Okay, here's a good one. And it literally goes into what we were just talking about. So will you ever add services that you don't already offer? So kind of just talked about that.
Yeah.
So obviously Canva course isn't really a service, it's a product, but that's something that we're looking to roll out in 2025, or we are rolling out in 2025. Yes. Website templates has been on the list for about a year now.
Yes.
We're really looking to add that into the mix. Again, a very cost-effective, user-friendly way for you to still have a customized look without the price tag, or a semi-customized look without the price tag. More
some
of a
type
DIY
of coaching program we definitely want to get into.
Yeah.
So for sure, a business is always evolving and changing. So we should always be adding new services and products consistently.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we got another question that says, how do you find work to make proposals? So I guess what that's really asking
clients?
is like, how do we find clients?
Okay.
Honestly, a lot of our clients come from social media, Instagram.
And now we're starting to get referrals.
Yes.
A lot of referrals.
A lot of people within Huntsville now are starting to recognize our work.
Yes.
Because of some local businesses that have used us. And so now we have others that are reaching out to Sahara personally and asking for different quotes and things like that on projects. So a lot of it has just come from social media to start out with, but the first couple projects that we actually received were from just friends.
Mm-hmm. People we know, referrals, small business owners we networked with.
Yeah.
Networking is a huge thing, telling people what you do, why you do it. You'll get referrals that way, just talking to people. Mm-hmm. But we both, obviously, social media is key when it comes to gaining clients that you don't know and that you want to reach.
Ooh, interesting. What's an uncomfortable situation you have been put in while starting Refined?
I mean, we've had some. I wouldn't necessarily call them uncomfortable, though, because, like, for me, it's just part of business, like, in terms of clients saying no to us, or we've had disagreements with clients before. We've had to maybe sometimes be a little bit more direct with clients. But to me, that's all, like, part of business and not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've necessarily been put in an uncomfortable situation, which means one's probably coming.
Yeah, let's knock on some wood with that.
Unless you can think of one.
Uncomfortable. I mean, just the whole idea of being a business owner has been uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's that.
But I don't think that we've ever been in a situation in particular where we are uncomfortable with Refined, with clients, with client work. I mean, I've been out of my comfort zone.
But yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable.
No.
Team goal for Refined. So what's our goal?
Everything we just mentioned and what's coming in 2025 to make sure we actually make happen.
Yeah.
I think our biggest goal next year is just to transition from not only branding and web design, but our biggest team goal, company goal would really be like expanding it in a way that reaches more people, and also in a way that really gets to the core of what you and me believe in, which is education for small business owners within marketing, within branding, within business in general, especially on the woman entrepreneurship side. So I would say that's probably our biggest thing is like, we're not the typical branding web design owners who just design logos and websites. You do that, and you do that very well. But really the heart of it is like actually helping other women become business owners. And that weird transition of people know is for branding and web design, but making that change.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of comments, DMs, messages just in regards to our stories and our personal journeys with becoming business owners. Sahara starting multiple businesses, me stepping away from a very lucrative corporate lifestyle and going and starting Refined and doing our own thing. And I think that, you know, between the both of us, we have over 20 years of experience in this. And so with that being said, we're constantly learning, failing, growing, changing, pivoting, all the time. And so with that, I think that we are equipped, or we've been equipped with a very unique position of being able to speak into people's lives and people actually wanting to learn from us. And so hopefully, I mean, I'm speaking it over us. Yes. And so, yeah, that's what we strive for, is we want to be able to build a community that fosters women growing their own businesses, gaining
in a
confidence.
Healthy, beautiful way, like talking about that raw stuff that it's hard to find out there. Yeah. And just being real with y'all and being more so of a best friend in business rather than just another mentor or coach. Because yes, there's a lot of really awesome people who have more experience and who probably speak better than us or know stats better than we do. But at the end of the day, I think the fact that we strive to be so authentic and real with first each other, but also two, any person, any woman that comes into contact with us, or we come into contact with them. And so, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like it's more of just really. That was a deep goal. They asked just one goal.
And I think that's like that is really the heart behind all of this.
Yes.
So
it is. All right. You want to do one more to end this one?
What's a bucket list item for Refined?
For Refined? I think I kind of created us one in the beginning. Would love to do like retreat conference for me personally, just to be in a room filled with a ton of women who own businesses. That would just be so incredible.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know, I feel like just speaking on a big stage and being in the room with other female entrepreneurs who have so many different experiences in different industries, I think that would be absolutely insane, considering I have a huge fear of speaking in front of people in general. So
but you've done
breaking boundaries. But anyways, if you guys like this episode, please subscribe to us on YouTube, shoot us a DM on Instagram, let us know what you think. And we would love to hear from you, hear what you thought. Give us a follow on Instagram at @refinemarketing_ at Rise and Refine Podcast. And we hope that you have a great week.
Have a great Monday.